Hello, hello. God within. Hey, how's it going? I decided to come on live. Excuse the mess. Right now I'm painting, so I've taken my altar down and everything. I wanted to come on and say hello. So how's everybody doing? I just posted something and I wanted to come on here and explain why I posted that. But I'll give everybody a minute, a chance to get into the room. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend so far? Today is Sunday. Hello, hello. Let me say hello to everyone. Like I said, excuse the mess because right now I am like redoing my whole thing. I've been painting, so I got to finish. I got to take all this down, paint all of that, rearranging the whole scene. How's it going? All right. I wanted to come on here because I found it hilarious. I just posted something on my page. I have to say something real quick, and I'm actually going to cut this and I'm probably going to post it on my Instagram or my YouTube. Spiritual people, we're not always dolled up. That's not what spirituality is about. I have to say this. I have had people in my inbox that expect me to look like, I want to say, America's Next Top Model. That's not what I'm here for. Okay, so for anybody that is on the Coven page, my name is Artemis Lore. I've had this Coven page for years, and Instagram is starting to get a little sticky. It really pissed me off because I'm like, look, I'm not here to be somebody's trophy. I am a spiritual person, okay? I really don't appreciate people coming into my inbox and, looking to see how I look one day to the next day. I'm looking how I look, okay? If you notice, a lot of spiritual people, we do not care. We don't. It gets to a certain point where as long as we are in the level where we need to be in our lives, that's really all that matters. So that's really what I wanted to say, because it just blew my mind. I was like, every time I post something, I have this particular person that wants to say something in my inbox. And I'm like, get out of here with that. Okay. Unless you need some type of spiritual advice or some type of spiritual help, I don't need to hear all of that, and I think it's an issue in the spiritual communities. I know that we do glamour magic, beauty magic. I look different from time to time. This is me without a whole bunch of gaudy makeup. And I'm okay. I'm real like that. You know what I'm saying? I have students, books, all types of stuff. I don't always have to come on here looking like, Miss Thang all the time. This is me, raw, period. Take it or leave it. Get out of my inbox. Stop telling me what I'm like, okay, so I know right now, there is a balance between kind of light and darkness, and people are not really thinking about what they're saying or how they're communicating with people online. We've had this issue before. Usually this is a TikTok issue, but this has actually been an Instagram issue for me. People who have followed me for years, I might change up my hair or something and they're like, oh, what's going on? Do you pay my bills? Like, why are you... I'm like, okay, this is like, do you need some spiritual advice? Do you need some help? What is it that you need? Okay. Because I'm not married to you. I'm married to my craft and to my spirituality. So I just wanted to do this, just because, hey, I do a lot. I have a Patreon right now. I have a whole bunch of things going on. And sometimes I might just say hi like this. It's not always going to be glamorous. Okay. So anyway, let's pull a card really quick. Let me make sure this is not my energy. How do you guys feel about what I've said so far? Because we've seen spiritualists with shower caps on and everything. And I'm like, for me to come out and just say hello to people, that should be enough. I'm just a real person like that. Now I'm going to pull some cards, just one, because my energy is kind of fluctuating. And then I'm going to get back to painting and, change this all around. Let me see. What was this saying? Is Nick flirting with girls as they're getting their tattoos done? You know what? I have no idea. I'm just basically, so all of this happened on Instagram. It all happened on Instagram, and it's just funny to me. Oh, but this is good. See, so this is good. So I'm glad I came out the way I came out. But this is good. So setting priorities, this is basically what my whole energy has been lately, is setting priorities over trying to look. People just need to mind their business. However you look, that's you. Thank you so much. Cause I'm like, why are you in my, get off of me? Like, damn. I'm just, I'm like, you ain't never seen a sister in her natural. Hello? Okay. Dang, get off of me. But setting priorities. So even though that happened, it didn't ruin my whole summer. But at the same time, I think this is something that, I really want to, just let everybody know, no matter what people say to you, stay on your goals and your priorities. I have a lot of things that I have, my own plans, my own goals, a lot of things that I manifested that are coming into fruition. So this is, this could be a reminder for me too, but this is also a reminder of like, just ignore the BS. Ignore the BS and stay on your goals, keep your priorities and all of that. This is really good. 2 of coins. So whatever you had planned, no matter what, just keep going. These people, they got so much to say. I'm like, I'm just minding my business. Hello, everybody. It's all of a sudden, oh, you looked at it. Bye. And this is how I am. And this is, I'll say it like I said it a few months ago. If you follow the Coven page, you'll see a lot of crazy, funny stuff on there. That's because this is how I am, and somebody tries me a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna start posting up the photos and stuff now. But anyway, I did mention something about a railroad spike in my recent post. These are actually good for grounding and removing negativity. It's not so much of a baneful thing. That's not how I use it. But having it around your home or having it in, certain places, it really, sets like a boundary and protection for you. So this is something I have a few of them. This is something I'm going to be using, after I get all of this together. I like to change my scenery here, depending on the seasons. I think that, the summer season should have new energy and all of that. So I want to gut this whole thing out. I'm repainting it. As you can see, that wall is a little lighter than the other parts, and just kind of bring new energy in here. So that's really what I'm about. And I wanted to come on here and do this because I'm going to cut it, put it on YouTube, put it on Instagram, and let people know, look, unless you want to talk about spirituality, get off. Like, literally, you don't have to follow me if you don't like the way I look today, because sometimes I'm going to be raw like this. I'm loving the pine cones. Yeah, I have to figure out what to do once I move everything. And I'll probably just take this, put it over here, put my altar over there. I'll probably just change it up. But yeah, this is, if you guys follow me on the Coven page, everybody knows I go out to the woods like 5 times a year. That's my, where I could do my shadow work, breathe, relax, and get back to nature and everything like that. So this is the biggest one that I found out there. It's pretty spiky. So I'm going to have, a place, somewhere in here for that. And, I have a few other things. And so it's a small space. So I have to do what I have to do, because I do a lot here. I do, meditation, cleansing, altar work. My ancestor altar is over there. I do a lot of stuff in here. So I need to just, clean it out or whatever. So thank you so much. And thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it. Thank you for, accepting me raw and real, because I'm like, okay, we ain't having this. This is, it's enough of all of this. And, also, I think just not all people, but people trying to pull certain energies from us to make us feel bad about ourselves or our self-esteem and stuff like that. That's like a no-no in spirituality, because you don't know what type of, protection or energy a person has. If you thought maybe the person was having a bad day, ask them or, check on them or something, but don't just, attack the person or whatever, because they might be having a great day and you literally said the wrong thing, So I think there's just like, it's spiritual hygiene out here. Oh, thank you. This is cute. Spiritual hygiene is like, mind your business. Like, who said that? Who said that earlier? Like, mind your business. Get out of my inbox with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sister. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I was talking about what happened on Instagram. I just posted a story only for my friend. I made a post only for my friends to see, because I'm getting tired of people inboxing me. Like for instance, I'll tell you guys one thing that pissed me off. I said happy full moon to everyone on my Instagram. Instagram has been a little funny lately. It's weird because TikTok used to be like this for me. Now Instagram is like this for me. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because TikTok has been feeling more like home, and now Instagram is like raggedy. I'm like, what is going on with Instagram? Hello? It's getting gross. Like, why, you know, do I have to pull off the Instagram and just stay with TikTok? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem? So I'm just tired of it. You know, but like I said, making people feel a certain way because they're not glammed up one day, or pulling on people's self-esteem, or, you know, trying to see if, you know, I'm a real spiritual person. And, you know, I'm like, listen, honey, I have been there, done that. It's a wrap. Okay. So I'm going to continue with the Coven page. That post is going to stay. I'm not going to take it off. I don't care how many people stop following me. It needs to be said. Okay. It needs to be said because we have personal space and personal boundaries that we just shouldn't cross. If I see a picture or a post of someone and it looks like maybe they're going through something, I am not the first person to go on there and be like, oh, you look, I'm not that type of person. I mind my business. Unless they come to me personally, that's just something, it's none of my business. You know, I'm going through the same stuff, but you already knew that. Yeah. I think, you know, the other thing too is people like to pull on our energy and, you know, they like to tip us sometimes and, you know, touch us and, you know, see where how they can offend us, or if we're going to like flip out or trip out. You know, I don't know what the fun of that is doing. I guess I'm so busy, I'm never worried about what somebody else is doing in their lives. Okay. Hello. Hi. How are you? Hi, how are you? Welcome. I haven't been on live in a while, but I wanted to say something. I wanted to say something because it's just overboard. It's just like people are people. Like, what are you? You know, and the funny thing is, the person doesn't even have pictures of their own selves on social media. That part. There's no pictures. I can't see the person at all. Okay, there's nothing but AI pictures. Like, what do you look like? Hello? Like, so anyway, yeah, so I'm gutting this out. I know you know, sister, because I know you had to revamp after what happened. I'm revamping today. I want new energy. I got to bring some flowers in here. It's summertime. I did want to do a nature magic video out on the beach, but unfortunately, I'm out here in Los Angeles and we're having June gloom. We're still having June gloom. It's like ridiculous. The rest of US is burning up. We are not, just to let you guys know, we go into the 80s, like towards the deserts and stuff, but it's just not hot enough for me to go to the beach. You guys know I do my nature magic thing. So I've been waiting for the weather to, you know, get warmer so I could go out there, do water magic, collect some sand, collect some ocean water, do sun magic and stuff like that, to just, you know, bring on these new energies, this Jupiter energy that we've been having and all of that. That's if you need some stuff from me, I got you. Oh, thank you so much. Well, you know what? Dang, it's way over there. But oh no, here it is. One of my witchy sisters, hold on, I'll show you. One of my witchy sisters made this for me and sent me these. I think these are beautiful. One is protection and one is for our friendship. And she even sealed it on the top. So if you guys want to know who she is and who makes these, please let me know. You can have this heat. Yeah, you know, and I'm so sorry you're dealing with all that heat. I'm so sorry you're dealing with all that heat. California right now is just driving me nuts. You know, because I do nature magic like at least 5-6 times a year, and waiting for the actual summer. So the actual summer in LA doesn't really hit until like July, August. And I'm just like, I just want to go to the beach. Like, you know, people are out there on the beach. They're freezing. Okay. They're cold. They're freezing. I'm like, that's not, you know, that's not what I want. And then I have water goddess Yamaya, and I talk to her and, you know, all of this stuff. And it's just a beautiful thing if the weather is right. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. But other than that, that's all I wanted to say. You know, you guys will never see me in your inbox saying anything rude or, you know, saying anything out of line, out of key, I don't care if you're having a bad day. I don't care if the picture looks upside down, sideways, crooked. It doesn't matter. It's none of my business. And I think we need to try to start some type of spiritual hygiene as far as, you know, we don't own people. We don't pay their bills. We don't take care of their families. We don't feed these people. So there's like no need, you know, to do all of that. Yeah, I'm not missing Cali in the Midwest now. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, California, what you say, that part? Like that part, you don't feed me, you don't take care of me. Get up out. But yeah, the Midwest, yeah, you know what? It's crazy out here. Oh, and I also wanted to say thank you to everybody, if you are on here, for checking on me during the, you know, the riots and, you know, all of that stuff going on. I am about 20 minutes away from where all of that was going on. But it is nuts out here in LA. I mean, it's like, you never know what's going to happen. Okay. So, you know, there's a lot more protecting that I need to do besides just spiritual protection. Okay. I have to do all types of protection. Not that I'm like, you know, paranoid or anything, but stuff pops off in Los Angeles so quick, so fast. You never know what's going to happen next. I just asked them what size jar they wear. That's why I was like, dude, you know, like, come on now. Stop. Leave me alone. Get off of me, you know? So anyway, no, I think it's nice sometimes to see a spiritual person in their natural. Like, seriously, you know, what would people think if they always saw me with my, and you guys will see me on, you know, TikTok with my lashes on and all this gaudy stuff. Like, you know, let's just be real. Don't you want to see somebody that's real, you know, who's, you know, a spiritual person or says they're a spiritual person? Like, does it always have to be like that? Like, golly, get off of me, man. It's just, you know. So, but anyway, yeah, I do a lot. So I have the Patreon, you know, I put that, I posted that on TikTok. I have been recording for Patreon like every week, whether it's, you know, darker work, lighter work, angelic work, nature, magic. I mean, I pretty much cover everything. So I've been doing that, and I edit my own videos too. That's another thing. So I do have a lot that I do. I have clients. Okay, so I got like 3 things that I'm working with here. And this is just to bring people like prosperity and stuff like that. When the seasons changed, I kind of changed up, you know, certain things, more like bringing in, you know, good luck and stuff like that, helping people, you know, figure out different spiritual avenues and different things that they can do to bring in blessings and stuff like that. You know, what else? And then, you know, just revamping, you know, my little witchy kitchen or whatnot, and, you know, all of that good stuff. So I just wanted to, you know, say hello. Thank you so much for, you know, the nice comments and everything. I'm going to save that. This is a new phone, so I may actually look pretty different. This is an iPhone. The last phone I had was an Android. It was terrible. So now I have this. And I'm going to cut this and, you know, post it elsewhere, because I think it's time for people to, you know, get really real and understand the masks are off, you know, in the year of 2025, in the year of 9, okay, of completion. And, you know, people should appreciate seeing somebody in their real and their raw, okay. You know, when people do that, then you know for sure. Okay, so that's something, you know, to keep in mind. The glamour is glamour. It doesn't always have to be. You know, everybody's different. You know, we don't all have expensive stuff. You know, we just do what we do, and we have whatever energy we have, you know, at a particular time or whatnot. So if you have any questions, you can inbox me. You know, you can inbox me. I'm not closed off to everybody. I'm just saying, like, respect people. That's all I'm saying. Just respect people. People are people. Okay. Especially spiritual people. You know, we're tuned into a lot of stuff. So we know when somebody's trying to, you know, shake us up and stuff like that. It's like, come on, miss me with all that. Okay. Because a lot of us, we've been through so much. We already know what's going on before somebody even does anything. or tries anything. It's like my battery is running down. Like I said, I have a new phone. I'm not used to this. So I'm gonna, yes, indeed, a little courtesy goes a long way. Exactly, exactly. So I'm gonna bounce off of here. I gotta go run and get my charger. I will save this. If I have time between painting and everything, I'll come back on live and I'll say hi again. Okay, so it's nice meeting everybody. This is Artemis Lore from the Coven page. Enjoy the Coven page. I got some silly stuff on there. All right, you guys, have a nice weekend. I'll talk to you later.